Okay, now we're going to talk about dot plots and line plots. I want to show you really quick at the top of your vocabulary where it says line and dot plot. I want you to give just a quick little tiny example. If it's a line plot, they're going to be using X's. If there's a dot plot, they're going to be using dots. That is the only difference between a line plot and a dot plot. Line plot uses X's, dot plot uses dots. Okay, let's talk about some vocabulary, which will be very important to you understanding when they're asking questions related to line and dot plots. Okay, so the first word we're going to highlight is cluster. When we talk about cluster, that means things are bunched up together. So go ahead, circle this is a cluster, and this is a cluster. All right, so we're going to go ahead and write cluster. That's when they're stuck together. It's a group of dots together. And then a gap, as I'm sure you go ahead and use another color, as you already could figure it. A gap is when there's not very many, little to no dots. So something like a gap. This would be a gap right here. This would be a gap right here where there's a space. Okay? So a cluster is when the dots are all stuck together, they're close to each other. A gap is when there's a space. Let's go on to the next word. Get your highlighter and highlight outlier. Okay? An outlier is when a dot is all by itself. So all by itself, and it has to be at the end. So either the end, either the left or the right. It could be the left or the right, doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. The line or dot plot spread. If a line or dot plot is symmetric, that means it goes down on the left and right. It looks like a triangle. Okay, it looks very much like a triangle. So symmetric means it looks like a triangle. Right skewed means it goes down on the right-hand side. Okay, so skewed just means it goes down on the right-hand side. Skewed means it goes down, okay? So if it's right skewed, go ahead and write down. Goes down on the right-hand side. Left skewed is it goes down this way to the left, okay? So it's going down. All right, and uniform distribution, if you notice this last one, uniform distribution, it means that all the dots are about the same height. It's uniform, it's the same. Okay, so make sure you know when they ask about the word spread, it's really important, highlight that word spread. That means it's the way the dots are sitting.